Javi Simmons is the latest name to be thrown in to the Tottenham transfer circus. Xavi Simmons, a player that apparently Spurs put in a bid for, or approached the player at least earlier in the summer and were told no, he wants Chelsea. He wants them lot down the road. Now, all of a sudden, it looks like that deal may have stalled. But again, it's always about depending on who you believe. Now, various journalists, including Matt Law, have come out now and said Tottenham might be going back in with another bid. Now, we've been here before. How many times? How many times have we been here before? This window alone. Gibbs White, Eze, Savio, Akaliush, this player, that player, Paqueta, we're going to get them all, and we've got none of them. We didn't get any of them. So, do we believe that there is a chance that Tottenham could sneak in and get Xavi Simmons? Well, let's break this down. Xavi Simmons is a very, very good player. He's experienced, but also young. And that's obviously not a combination that you get too often. He's almost a bit like Harvey Elliott. He's been playing for so many years now that people forget that he's only 22. He's played for PSG, PSV Eindhoven, and also RB Leipzig, where he currently is. And he's got some fantastic stats to go along with those seasons at those clubs. Last year, I believe in the league alone, he had something like 18 GA. The year before, I believe, was 19. And I'm pretty sure the year before that in PSV, in the Dutch league, I'm pretty sure it was something like 26, 27 goal contributions. So this is a very talented young lad who can play off the left. He can play in the number 10. And more than the actual position he plays, he's just a fantastic attacking midfielder. This is a guy who's diminutive, great skill, really good close control, good dribbling, good passing, and has the eye for the goal. But why is this a possibility now with, at the time of me recording this, 5 days and 1.5 hours? 5 days and 1.5 hours to go in the transfer window. So why is it a possibility? Well, look, what do we know? What we know is that for about a month now, I don't even think I'm exaggerating. It feels like it's definitely been 3.5, 4 weeks now that Xavi Simmons was signing for Chelsea. But lots of people saying, well, hang on, Chelsea need to move more players on before they can bring players in. And that makes sense. But we've heard this before. We heard this with Man United. Man United can't get players in. And then all of a sudden, someone started chasing after Mbeumo. Do you remember? And Man United went, boom, let's get that deal done. We've heard that before with Arsenal. They need to sell to buy. Boom, Eze. Like that, the moment Havertz went down injured. So do I believe this? I'm not sure. Now, is the deal stalling with Chelsea? I don't know. You don't know. None of us know. So we can only speculate. And that's what I do. I don't ever give definitives. I'm just speculating. If Tottenham Hotspur stand a chance to go in and take Xavi Simmons from Chelsea, a number of factors are going to have to happen. One, the player is going to have to say, yeah, actually, I will join you over Chelsea, or I will join you if Chelsea mess about. Now, fine. But that leaves the club open for more ridicule, doesn't it? That leaves the club open, I'm talking about Tottenham Hotspur, for more embarrassment, more of the Morgan Gibbs-White situation and more of the Eberici Eze situation. Can we be prepared to get into another battle where suddenly Chelsea sort it out and suddenly, bang, they do manage to find the funds or the registration or the space, whatever the hold-up is. They do manage to sort that out. And suddenly Xavi Simmons is a Chelsea player and Spurs have egg on their face again. Now, obviously, that's a risk that we might have to take at this stage. But yes, it will be very embarrassing if it happens yet again. But at this stage, it's already been an absolute shit show of a transfer window. Take the risk, because at this stage, what can you do? We are massively light all over the pitch. We have a very small squad, and somebody like a Javi Simmons would give us that flexibility, the capability that we need to mix things up. Can he float left? Can he play in the middle? But what else do we need? We would need that Daniel Levy. Let's talk about that guy. We would need that Daniel Levy would actually go to RB Leipzig with 5 days and an hour and a half of the window to go and say, bang, what do you want? 60, 65, 70, bang, there's the money. Have we got the capability to do that? Now, all window would suggest, no, we haven't got the capability to do that. Spurs have not got it in us. The criticism of Daniel Levy and the Spurs board is that they operate as though this is still 2002. Whereas in 2025, you can't just be a selling team. You've got to be a team that goes aggressively in the market and buy. Starting to sound like Rodney out of Only Fools and Horses, and if you know, you know. But you have to be aggressive in this market at getting these players over the line. You've got to. So, 1, will Javi Simmons want to come? 2, can Spurs put the money down for him? 3, how quick can we negotiate that? Can we go to Javi Simmons and say, Javi, we will make you our poster boy. We'll make you our best player. We'll give you 200 grand a week. Come and join us. Come and join us. Forget them. Come and join us. Come and join our project, our plan, this process. Come and join it, whatever it is. Have we got that in us? Is there anybody at that negotiation table that can sit down with Javi Simmons and his agent and make that happen? Because Vinay's a money man. Daniel Levy's a money man. Is there anybody there that isn't a money man that can make this happen? Now, I'm not saying there isn't. The Spurs have got such little time that we need to get players in like this. We've seen in the first 2 games, we've done very well. And I think we'll do very well for the next 2 or 3 as well. But the problem is when legs start to get tired, when fatigue sets in, when a few injuries creep in, you can't be relying on this young, threadbare squad. As we said, at the moment, we've got 22 squad players. And of those, 3 are goalkeepers. Takai is another one of those, an unknown entity. Then you've got the Greys, the Tells, the Odebergs, the Bergvals, the Kinskis. They're all very, very young. So Spurs need this. Spurs need a player like this. Not just him, by the way. I feel exactly the same with Akalush. That's another player that feels to me like a no-brainer. A Lookman. Harvey Elliott. There's players everywhere. Mika Tadzi. What I do know is that we must be at panic stations by now. And if Spurs aren't at panic stations, you have to worry. I get it. We're all different in personality. Some people are dramatic. Some people are not. Some people are people that panic. Other people are very calm. But Tottenham Hotspur going into a Champions League season can't afford to be too calm right now, can we? We need players. We need to show this manager that you're our guy. This is why we brought you into the club, and we are going to back you in window 1. I saw someone say yesterday, or was it this morning in one of my shows, where they said, well, no, the first window you give the manager a couple of players, and if they prove themselves, you back them in the next window. That's not how clubs act. That's not how big clubs act. You've gone and paid to get your manager and his coaching staff. Now back them. Show him. He will show you what he can do if you show him. But at the moment, we've not done that. We've not given him a lot of options. The goals and assists have been ripped out the heart of this team and not given back to him. And yes, players like Richarlison have started well, but we've seen that down the years, those players don't tend to do this for long periods. They tend to do this in patches, and you need players that are consistent. So have Spurs got it in them to go and get a Javi Simmons? Everything about me says no. Everything about what I've seen of this club makes me say no. And you can call me negative, a non-believer, but they've given me no evidence to show that they can get a player of this caliber. So do I believe the links? I don't know. I don't know. I reckon there's probably something in it. I reckon we've probably lightly inquired. You know, hello, it's us. Is he going to Chelsea? Could we? No, okay, he doesn't want us. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does want to join Tottenham Hotspur. But Daniel Levy and Enoch, have they got it in them to get this over the line? I'll leave you to draw this conclusion. And also in the last 3 or 4 hours, I'm seeing that a few loose reports that Nathan Ake could be a player that Tottenham Hotspur target. Nathan Ake would solve a lot of issues. He can play left back. He can play left centre half. He's a winner. He's strong. He's powerful, experienced, a no-brainer. Now, I don't know again about the reports for this guy. I'm just letting you know what I've heard. So with all that in mind, let me know what you think. Tottenham for Javi Simmons? Yes or no? Is this a deal that we can get done? And I'm guessing that a lot of the responses to this will be, come on, Sava, you know it's not happening because of Daniel Levy. That's my worry. Take care. Much love. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, come on, you Spurs.